Hola a todos, hoy estamos en casa de uno de los mejores criadores de lizard del mundo. Estamos en casa de Hugh Evans y vamos a... Hoy estamos aquí en una conversación con David Newton y Hugh Evans y vamos a tener una conversación sobre lizard y creo que será muy interesante para todos. Hola a todos, estamos hoy en un aviario muy importante de lizard. Estamos en casa de David Newton y vamos a ver sus pájaros y su aviario. Vamos a...
It's more difficult to breed, yeah.
But I remember when I is a jump and jump I remember the lizard and I think it's a many lizard is a clear cap and now is a the clear cap, broken cap and I think it's only present in the show clear cap or without cap.
Yeah.
And now it's a many different I don't know, many different class.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you think it's a contribute for breeding the best lizard or contribute with the or no contribute with the lizard? Is a possible many class because now it's possible present in the any show. It's possible present the clear cap, the without cap,
Yes.
the broken cap.
But you have to remember, we've always had that since we have been
Yeah.
keeping lizards. So to us, that is normal. It is when I went to the World Show and I could see clear caps, broken caps, and none caps all in the same class. I thought that was crazy. It's like having a border, and the clear borders, the green borders, and the variegated borders all in one class. It's crazy.
I remember one, what is the name of it? One anuncio, I don't remember the names with the anuncio. In one occasion aviary bears, many years ago, and I think it's I sell the lizard, one clear cap and one without cap.
Yeah.
That is a typical one advertisement many years ago.
Yes.
I have the PDF in that, the books and the 1885, 1890. Super interesting, the books. And it's very curious because it's I sell the clear cap and without cap, but one of these is always a clear cap.
Yes.
It's a typical.
Yes.
And now it's you put together the clear cap or without cap, or the broken cap without cap, or the clear cap with broken cap.
You have to remember that 100 years ago, almost all the lizards in the show were clear caps.
Yeah.
And broken caps did not appear at the shows until about 1875 or something like that. Before that, only clear caps were permitted at the shows.
Yeah.
And classes were not provided for none caps until 1945. So there's again a long tradition where the clear cap is really the ideal lizard.
Exactly.
And I know if I am judging and I have a very good clear cap, a very good nun cap and a very good broken cap, and they all say I have 92 points, I will always choose the clear cap for best in show, because for me that is the ideal.
Yeah.
If the birds are equal in everything else. Of course, if
And the more difficult bird.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It is
It's
more
hard to
difficult.
breed
Very difficult.
a very good clear cap.
Yeah, there's usually something.
There's always a mark or
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
around the back of the neck. It's too
Yeah,
long
but
or
it's the
short.
character, the more important. I think it's the more important characteristic with the lizard. When it's what lizard? That is a clear cap. That is a typical.
Yeah, so I've noticed that when people who don't keep lizards,
Yeah.
they look at them, they always pick out the clear cap first, because it's such an obvious marking to look
Yeah.
at. And then I have to explain to them, but actually just look at the markings down the back, look at the rowings on the front, and then they started to build a picture. But the first thing they see is the cap.
When we first kept lizards, there was hardly any markings on the front.
Yeah.
And just with selective breeding, we've got the markings all the way around the bird, all on the front and the back. So we've improved it that way, you know. But caps, you could still always improve on caps,
Yeah.
because it's difficult.
So difficult.
You could breed 30 birds and only get one really good clear cap.
Yeah.
It's difficult. You know?
Yeah, it's difficult. Yeah. Because it's a curious when it's the clear cap don't have any genetic things, because it's only clear in the dad.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
the curious with
Yes,
the
very
lizard.
curious.
Yeah.
Very
Because if
curious.
you don't have any other mark clear in your body,
No.
it's a very curious and always in the same side.
Yeah.
It's a very curious with
I
that.
know, I know. But if you look at other breeds of birds, not canaries, but
Yeah.
foreign birds, a lot of them have a cap.
Yeah.
So in the bird world it is quite common, but not in the canary world. You only have it with the
Yeah,
lizard.
Because when you say, for example, it's a one line, for example, the silkings are really typical, the cap,
Yes.
the black cap,
Yeah.
that all silking is the same. But in the canary, it's a thing is that the only canary with the mark is always in the same side.
Yeah.
Because it's the typical, for example, the variegate,
Yeah.
and the variegate is possible in the fly, it's possible in the tail, it's possible in the body, but you take 10 variegate or 20 variegate, and the 20 variegate is a different.
Always.
Yeah, always, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the lizard is always in the same side.
Yeah, always on the head.
Always on
Yeah,
the-
only on the
yeah.
head and only in the same side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what do you think is the mystery with that?
If I knew,
I don't know. I don't know.
we don't know.
Don't know.
And for me, that is part of the charm of the lizard. That it's so mysterious. You cannot compare it to any other canoe.
When you pair them, you never know what you're going to get. You never know you're going to get clear caps, broken caps.
No.
You know, mostly you get broken caps. You know, but rarely do you get loads of clear caps. Very rare.
Yeah, that is curious when it's a broken cap. Is the spangler stay in the cap? It's
Yeah.
a very, very curious.
Also,
Because
that's
I
also
think it's
difficult
a-
to do.
Yeah, but it's a very curious when you look the clear cap and
Yeah.
when they finish the clear cap, continue that. When it's a
Yeah.
broken cap, is you imagine it's a start with the finish with the beak,
Yeah.
and it's look melanin and
On the best lizards, the bit in between the broken cap, the markings are always individual, always
Yes.
perfect and in line.
Yeah.
And very few have that. You know, if they're just a line, it shouldn't be.
No.
It should be all little individual.
yeah.
Same under the tail, the V under the tail, the little markings at the edge underneath where the vent is, that they're always individual little tiny markings.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be just a line. But once you got it, you're okay, you can keep it, but it's difficult to get it, you know.
I think the lizard had the evolution, the bigger evolution, because I don't remember I don't read the lizard, but I don't remember that lizard with the mark in the chest. I think it's the evolution the lizard.
Yeah, it's evolved, it's improved, you know.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
yeah.
improved.
Well, except that John Scott always used to insist that there are always birds with good rowings, but you see many more of them now than 100 years ago. And I have seen drawings from 100 years ago where you see it's obviously a silver hen, but they have
Yeah.
rowings all down the breast and the belly. So they have always existed, but in the last 20 years, I'd
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
we've really developed
Yeah.
it.
Silver cocks now.
Yeah.
It's hard to distinguish the cock from the hen. It's only the colour's stronger, but they have as much rowings as hens do. And I've even had gold cocks where they've got rowings,
Yes.
you know. So it's evolving all the time, you know.
The last question.
Yeah.
No problem. Right. Why when is the mood the first year is a mood the flies or the mood the tile the lizard is a many lizard is a too clear and the other lizard is a marks or continue with the black the tile or the flies.
Right.
What do you think is why is
I don't really understand the question.
okay when
Do you mean the over-ear birds, do you mean?
when lizard the lizard is a fly, it's a fly
It's
lizard,
fly feather, they say.
the feathers is when it's change the feathers with the flies and the tail, it's a typical the white mark in the tail.
Oh, when they lose a
When they lose a
But
feather, you mean?
there is a lizard when it's at the first molting, I think it's a many clear, many the flies or the tail is a many clear, and the other no, and the other is a little bit one mark or not knowing all the flies.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you think is that circumstance or
I don't
mystery
know.
or mystery?
I don't know.
We don't really worry about it, do we?
No,
Or
we
for
only
the
show 'em
selection?
the first year, so we don't worry. But
No.
I don't know why it does it. Why it's like
But I showed you a bird today. She was 5 years old, but she was still very dark
Yes,
in the
exactly.
wings. So even in my birdhouse, and the same in David's, some birds after the molt will have very little white, and others will have a big.
But I
white
saw
mark.
these are when it's at the first molting, and I think finish the molting, it's too clear the fly or too clear the toe, the tile, and this thing. Oh, is possible change in 1 year?
It does.
Mystery.
I don't know.
So this is a
You don't get it
it's
in
a
any other
mystery.
bird. You don't get it in other birds.
No.
Not so much.
No, if you have a green canary with a black wing and black tail, it stays black
Yeah.
at the next molt.
Yeah.
But in the lizard, you always get a loss of melanin.
I breed green canary, 1 year, other year, or 3 years, 4 years, and the fly and the tail is black.
Yeah.
But the lizard is a clear.
Well,
Don't know. I don't know.
we don't know, but yeah, it's nice to see if they retain the melanin, but you cannot guarantee it.
It's alright. Thank you very much.
Okay,
It's
pleasure.
a very pleasure staying with us. Como se puede observar, no se necesitan tantos parejas ni un aviario tan grande para coger y tener una gran calidad de pájaros.